So, the scripture today is Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. So, I personally saw this scripture for like 3 times in one day, and I ended up making it my phone screen because, you know, I needed to be reminded of that, and I felt like God was bringing it to my attention, and I wanted to bring it to your attention too, to know that God has a plan for you, and He's literally saying, I know the plans for you, declares the Lord. So He's saying, I have a plan, I have a future to prosper you and not harm you. So when you feel like everything in the world is just absolutely terrible, and you're like, man, God does not like me. He's literally telling you He has plans to prosper you and not harm you, and to give you hope in a future so you can have faith in a future, and you can have a life that is not always what you expect it to be, but it's a purpose, and there's a plan, and there's a future, and there's a hope. And it's God literally telling you that I have a reason, I have a plan, I have a map. May not think or look what you think it's gonna look like, but it is a purpose, there's a reason, and it'll work out. So just remember that today, and just have a great day and a great week, and know that God has a plan for you, and that you will be okay, even though you have no idea what's happening. Because honestly, the reason I made my phone screen is because I needed to be reminded of that too. And I just appreciate that verse, and I wanted to have you guys hear it too, so it can brighten your day. And just know that even if, like, when the Israelites were like thinking that them getting out of the wilderness was going to look like something else, there was a plan, there was a reason, there was a destination that God had in mind. And in waiting, just try not to get lost in the waiting, and seeing the waiting as a place to redefine you and help you to be better, and not a way to ruin your life. Because there is a plan, and you're not knowing it, but it's gonna work out.